All right, greetings family. This is Bomani Tamba and family. Welcome to our Sunday, August 14th, Africa for the Africans conference call for our 6-country tour journey that begins this year and continue on to next year. So we're talking about journeys to Senegal, the Gambia, Ghana, Liberia, Tanzania, and South Africa. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start us in the screen sharing. And the screen sharing is going to be from the newsletter that was sent out. And that newsletter showcase our 16 years of Africa tours and give you connections to a whole lot of relevant links. And we're going to go into the details where all the need to know information is, and just looking forward to everyone taking their time and reading through the details, especially the itinerary. And that's one of the main things just want everyone to ask themselves, especially those who have paid up so far, that did you read the itinerary? Are you clear on the itinerary? Because that's what we're literally going to be using while we are journeying around the different countries that we have set up. All right, so this is the newsletter that was sent to everyone. And the first thing you see is a picture of our last journey that we did, and that was Ghana Repatriation and Investment Tour, May 24th to June 5th, 2022. And so that is the 21st journey to Ghana, and the other countries vary the amount of times that we've been there. But this takes us back literally this almost 16 years before when we started our first journey. So you're gonna see the photos of all the previous journeys. And this one, everyone that's traveling with us know that this is what we've become the expert at Africa Tours and Investment. And this process that we're starting is the Africa Tour process, to where you get connected properly. And as you can see, right, that's me in the red shirt, and you'll see me in all of the journeys. We specialize in doing a journey where I'm the tour organizer and the tour leader, and I'm there to just get you connected in the country. And then while I'm there in the country, I'm there to just connect with the things that we can just connect with, to make sure that when we travel back in the future on the next journey, for those who want to do business or want to connect with certain people, those connections are in place. And as we come up on our third Tanzania journey, this is the last journey that we took to Tanzania, November 19th, 2021. And one of the main things about these conference call newsletters is I made sure that the links and the next conference call is there. So the next conference call that we have scheduled is September 25th. And the conference calls are just usually scheduled anywhere from between 4 to 6 weeks. And so all you have to do is click on the link, it loads up, and log in. And then if anyone does have any issues or ever just logging in, which I don't think anyone has mentioned to me they have login issues, then you can just reach out to me directly. So that's just to get right to the point. And all the conference call recordings are on this link. So once you click on it, you just see it goes back for a long time, as far as just since we've been recording more and more conference calls and uploading them. So that is just to show the consistency that anyone that's traveling with us know that's what we do. And if you just want to connect in and ask certain questions, you can just join the conference call. And if you just want to get the playback is available usually a day or two later, or several hours later. That way, all of the updated information is being recorded, and letting everyone know that we made ourselves available. So if that didn't work for you, then you can call directly and communicate in other methods. And the other method of communication that we have as far as sharing group information is on the group WhatsApp. which is on your phone. And ideal reason to doing that is when you get to Ghana and other countries, you're trying to communicate an email and you're just trying to communicate with someone, it gives you access to where you can just do your video call or do your text message. As we start a list of all of these wonderful journeys coming up, Ghana, Tanzania, Senegal, the Gambia, Liberia, and South Africa. This is a link that gives you the payment options just to lay the information out up front. And anyone that's serious about journeying any of the journeys, just lock in on a deposit and then we can get you confirmed. Beyond that, I always want to let everyone know that the prices are subject to change until a deposit is locked in. So that's the best thing I can let everyone know. And you just have a bunch of different options. And if there's a way that you like to just make a deposit or pay specifically, you can just let us know. And this is a group photo of our first Tanzania journey. And Tanzania journey, we've been building that since we weren't able to go back to South Africa in 2020. So this was the journey that replaced it. And from there on, it was just the perfect country just to add, as the goal was to just expand to a six Africa tour country schedule and just have them laid out throughout the year. All right, the main thing I want to talk about, and I'm gonna go over to the website. These are the links for every single journey that we have. There is a tour link, and that tour link is right there on the main menu on the website, and also it's in the body of the actual website when you first go to the website. So the main thing, it's set up to where you just look for the country and the time you're looking to travel. And once you click on that link, it opens up and you have 100% of your tour information. So this is what we recommend that everyone take their time and read through. And I'm going to give you a quick example as I switch over to our website. And so while you're on our website, africafortheafricans.org, you're going to scroll down and you can see all of the titles on the main menu. It starts with Black Star Pan-African Community. So anyone that's looking for information about the land, you can click on it. And this website is full of information. So it's based on articles. So once you click on that link, you'll see a list of over 10 articles that covers information about the community from introduction to getting started. So the details are in the articles, and reading through them, because we don't have enough time on any of these calls to go through them specifically. That's why we just have them up there nice and neat in the written language for you to read through. Next one is the AfricaTours book. These are digital books that we create for every tour, and we just get it to you. It's a program guide. There's no guarantee that we're going to always print the books. The goal is to try to have as much document information, so the books does help just having extra books. But the digital copies will be just right here on this link, and it's also sent on WhatsApp, and it's going to be sent to you via email to where you can download it and you can have it in your phone, and you can, the itinerary is on there and other information about the country is on there, including about us, including our staff and the people that you're going to be journeying with as far as the tour staff. And so those are some of the best guides that we have done, and they showcase over 5 countries that we have done tours in the last several years. And the only tour that I don't have a book for is the Liberia tour, which I'll be working on sometime next year, a few months before we travel. And scrolling down some more, the newsletters. So the newsletter that I was going through, all of the copies or the list of newsletters are right here, to where once you click on it, you can go back and you can look at any of the countries that we have newsletters for, which example, the Tanzania newsletter will have the itinerary, the overview. It will also have links for the Facebook page, links for the previous videos and photos and things like that. So that's what the newsletters will have beyond just the one that's a conference call. And for those who are looking for just to look to this move and they're looking to get help with an organized game plan, this is the Africa Repatriation Consultant and Relocation Support, or Consultation and Relocation Support. So that's, I can just talk with anyone, this direct one-on-one, and we can just work out a game plan to just get you from, get you the things you need to enter the country and to this get settled and organized. And after that, what you have is just a list of all of the tours for this year and next year. And then in the body of the email, to just get right to the point for those whoever just looking for what the cost of a tour is and the information, you can just click on it right here and it opens up, but it also give you the price, because sometimes people ask me, where's the price at? The price is part of the tour overview once you click on a relative link, but you can see the full price here, which includes your flight. So since we're going to the Tanzania journey next month, and also family, note that as it shows down here, all prices for tours and land investment are subject to change until you make a deposit. So the price that you see here may have been different from the price you saw last month. And as things have changed, flights and other things, we'll gradually this increase as minimum as possible. The only thing that has not changed is the land package. Right. So let's click on Tanzania for this year. And I want to use this as a quick example, but because if I start clicking on the different articles, it's going to take time. And even with the visa information, I'm just going to point to the article and read through it based on this, what I've set up. So for Tanzania coming up, we have the tour overview. The tour overview give you the full price, what's included, what's not included, and an overview of all of the tours that we're doing and everything that's included in the location of where we're going. So if we're going to, since we're going to Tanzania, it's an overview of what we're doing in Kilimanjaro, what we're doing in Zanzibar Island, and also Dar es Salaam. General terms, which includes cancellation, refund policy, and all terms of the journey. So all of these articles are just very important to read, especially the ones closer to the top. Itinerary, this gives you just a full 9 full days in the country, but it gives you a full itinerary from the time we're leaving until the time we return. That way everything is just laid out in time and you can just coordinate it and process it. And it's just a real organized schedule. Visa information. For the visa information, the best thing that I have is a visa email. And from the visa email, you just click on the link and you just follow the on-screen directions to just fill out the Tanzania visa information. And if you need anything like itinerary and things like that, those are things that I can send to you via email. Usually just recommend you just send me a message, whether it's a regular text message or a WhatsApp message or email, and just let me know and I'll just get those things to you, especially now as more and more people are getting ready to do their Tanzania and Ghana visa information. So it's one of those things where you just take your time, read through it. I have sample applications and information already. Ready to go. That's all in that email, and the email does give you a lot of this notes and this heads up of clarity. And as far as the hotel we're staying at and the process of what we're doing, you can just literally just fill in the details based on what you see in the email. And if you get stuck somewhere, just reach out to me and I can assist you with that process. English to Kiswahili. So that's a 4-page language translation that we have set up. Also put it in the tour book. So while you're traveling with us, you can just look to the book and you can also use it. Improving your immune system. I always recommend everyone this build up your immune system and so your body is nice and strong while you're enjoying the journey around the different countries. Departure reminder list. Now that's a list with kind of a summary of like 30 main points of what to pack, what to bring, what to travel with, and all the important things that you need to have going for yourself and getting set up. All right. And family, so this is 100% the same for every single last tour that we're doing. And so it's just up to you to take your time and process through it. Because while we're on a tour, the worst thing is you ask me what we're doing next, because it's a schedule that we have put in the book. And usually, even so, we explain it the night before and the day off. But the main thing is, it just, for me personally, if I'm going somewhere, I want to know, my schedule, what I'm doing, so I can plan according. So anything that you need to plan, you can just base it on the flow of the schedule. When we're going to the beach area, when we go into certain climate, when we go into a national park, and so on. And so let me get back to the newsletter. And so all of the links ready for you to click on and read through the details. Now, as far as the videos and pictures, I always want to just give everyone access to the highlights of what we do. So the main thing is just the catalog of videos on YouTube. It's over 3,000 videos, and it includes this almost every single country I've traveled to in Africa. And by showing you all the things that we do in the country, from all the cultural, historical, business, shopping, networking, nightlife, the social energy in the country, just to give you a full feel of just what it look like, what it feels like just being in different countries. That way you're clear about what Africa you're going to, because I can't speak for what other people do on their tours as far as what they have set up. Everything is based on educational tours also, but we titled it Roots and Culture, or Repatriation and Investment. Those are the key titles that sum up kind of what we're looking to do on the tour and the journey. So let me switch over to the YouTube page. So once you click on the link and you go to our YouTube page, you see this list of uploads, and it's just always changing, because every few days I'm uploading a whole lot of videos, because that's when I travel to different countries, what I do is record a whole lot of different videos. And so the last journey that we went on was Ghana, May and June. So once you click on this link right here, it's going to load up. And right now I have about 135 videos loaded. Most of those are short clips, but it's just a full video log of our journey. Just me just doing an introduction from the airport. And then just as it continues throughout the different places that we go, we just have highlight videos of every single place that we go and all of the things that we do. When you scroll down some more, I have a few multiple playlists. These are some of the older journeys, the previous journeys. So you'll see both Tanzania journey there as far as 2020 and 2021, and Senegal, the Gambia. And then scroll down some more, you'll see our Black Star Pan-African Community video. And then once you go down some more in the multiple playlists, you see some additional countries, or I would say some of the older journeys to Ghana. And then the multiple playlists below that now shows you like South Africa, Brazil, Ethiopia. And then my classic Egypt, Africa journey in 2004. And then this is the link that I talked about earlier, the Africa Tours and Investment. So all of the conference calls and interviews that I put together, it's usually in this link, and it just covers us talking about traveling to Africa, doing business, and this giving you this interviews and dialogues along with presentations on getting ready for Journey to Africa, and just adding as much clarity as possible. As far as the photos on the newsletter, once you click on the link, it reroutes to my Facebook page. And while you're on my Facebook page, you can just click on photos. But if you just scroll to the body of the Facebook page, and regardless if somebody want to be on Facebook or not, all you need is a login, and my page, everything is public because it's public information that I'm looking to share as far as all of the photos that we take across Africa. But you scroll down and you'll see updated. We have lots of photos that we take, so we can't just upload all of them at one time. So sometimes you'll see several months of those photos from one country. So that's us last year in Ghana. That's us in Tanzania. It's a newsletter link, live streams that we do. And these are photos from our Ghana May and June journey. And even some of the older photos from last year. So it's blended in to where some journeys we take a whole lot of photos. So we just take our time uploading them little by little. But the main thing is once you're on the YouTube, well, not YouTube in this case, once you're on the Facebook page, you're gonna click on photos. And then you'll click on albums. And all these are photos of you and your photos. These are just, any photo that I'm in, it's either tagged or just in there. So it's just myself and a whole lot of people in different countries, and you see us moving. But the albums, these are just full photo albums that's created, and it's a whole lot of them. And since there's no limitation, we just pick the best photos and upload them to where once you click on any of the tour link, you just see us as a group, or you see me and certain people, whether they're with us locally or we're staying back or doing different things along with just every single tour site. So that's a whole lot of highlights. And as I scroll down, you're going to see the photos. They're going to go all the way back to 2006. So when I mean 16 years of this straight photos and videos, the Facebook and the YouTube page, that's the documentation that I have as I started uploading information or documentation. I want to say as early 2007. And then just creating other presentation and documentation as early as 2004. So when YouTube and Facebook wasn't around, you was creating different, whether it's a video or photo gallery or a documentary, whether it's VHS or a CD or DVD, we're in this world before this digital world started. All right, so everyone, please just mute yourself if you're not muted. And then once we get to a point, I'll open things up for questions. And as I scroll down this all kind of memories, and the further you just go down, the galleries kind of slow down, but as time go along and we've been able to just have better equipment, you're just shooting more and more documentation. So these are some of the early years, as you can see, 2007, 2006. So all of this is open as we just share our life as far as just us moving around and traveling with anyone that's out there that, have any interest. So those are the networks. And then also have Instagram photos. Those photos are just kind of put the best set of photos, and it's a nice presentation because it shows good on Instagram. But Facebook is gonna have all of the detail albums. But there's links for for all the networks, including Instagram. All right, and as we scroll down, this is just a general conference call overview that usually have. And what I'm doing now is I'm just scrolling through to just make sure that majority of what we have in here is covered and we talked about it, or just at least this went into. But me showing you all of the details and all the links to where you can just get a proper overview is as detailed as you're gonna get. And more so after a while, I just want to get questions. Now you'll see something that say bring a white clothing outfit and outfit that is red, black, green, and gold. Now all the tours that we do, we usually try to just work it in, but this was originally what I had for Ghana. So based on whatever tour that we're going on, when we doing that specific video call or when we just post it in the group, I can also just let you know if you just need to bring anything. But bringing in a white outfit in general is it's always good, especially when we do certain ceremonies. And red, black, and green, that's what I have on all of the journeys, or just red, black, green, and gold, or just any combination of the colors. And these are just programs you're putting together to where you're just paying respect to the ancestors, or you just, it's just something organized for us to do as a group, along with this having its cultural importance. Now I have a list that's called departure and a reminder list. Now that list is, you give you full details as far as baggage weights and things like that. Now I would love to just take time and go through those things clearly. And what I'll do is just click on one or two of the links and go through some information. Now, the Business Investment Conference, those are not the conferences that we have on every journey. Now, the journeys that we have, the Business and Investment Conference is Ghana and Liberia. And as far as other countries, we may put together something, but this one, that to be clear, right here, I just show Ghana. But as we have been working on the Liberia schedule, trying to make it as impactful as possible. And one of those things is getting ourselves introduced to business and investments in Liberia. And so let me go over to our website, and I'm going to click on the departure reminder list. All right, so family has went through certain things. I'm going to go back to the website and go to a few more things and then open things up for questions, and just want anyone who have any questions just to write it down so we can go through it. The last thing that I opened up was the departure reminder list for Tanzania. So for those who are leaving for a journey, you'll see this list, and it will go over some of the things that we've talked about, but it give you this direct information as far as this getting prepared as far as this baggage weight. Now, baggage weight is always one of the tricky ones, but what we have set up is you have 2 check bags, 50 pounds, and then you have 2 carry-on, and your domestic and your international tickets are all connected. So the goal is to just set it to where you leave from your departure airport and you check your bags, and once you check it, you pick it up there in Ghana, in Tanzania, or whatever the relative country that you're going to. And scroll down some more, it's going to give you this list of things to bring, and that's where we also have the, what to bring as far as this clothing and things like that. I also recommend for anyone who wants to bring school supplies so we can just make some donations to 1, 2, or 3 schools based on what country we're going to and what the schedule look like. And we also have a list of things you recommend to just bring. So you can, you can just use it as a checklist. Like number 16, talk about travel iron, plastic bag, compact umbrella, waterproof poncho, convenient accessories. So these are the things that you also see on this list. And all the countries that we're going to are very tropical and warm. So, you have to just kind of put together the best set of things that you're gonna need based on what we're doing as far as this activities. Just make sure yourself is make sure that you're organized where you're very comfortable, because all of the journeys that we have scheduled, you're going to be moving on a regular basis, to where, you just want to make, or in some cases, whether you're hiking, you want to make sure that you have certain shoes to wear when you're just doing long walk or hiking. And there's a whole lot of preparation of information. Now, the COVID test, that's one thing that have changed in Tanzania and other countries. So any of these things that need to be changed, I'll be updating them. But before we travel, we'll go through all the requirements for every country as far as if you need a COVID test or you don't, because a lot of things have changed. Last time I came back, just a little bit over a month ago, when I was getting on the flight, as a matter of fact, when I was getting on the flight on the last journey, there was no mask. And that's one thing that, has been stuck in my head ever since the COVID era, to where every flight that you got on, it was one of those requirements. So things are just getting back to as normal can be. And sometimes people didn't think that it was going to get back to the situation. But my last flight from Ghana, it was just like, in previous years when you just didn't have to go through all these additional stuff. So when I was coming back, I didn't have to show any vaccination card, didn't have to show any COVID tests and things like that. So those are the things that we're going to be going through as we get closer for Tanzania and also for Ghana on what's really required, because those things literally could change as quick as tomorrow. And I'm always checking on the people that we have in the country. So that's why we've been able to successfully taking people this continuously to Africa during whatever situation was going on, because we follow the requirements and we get ourselves organized. So this is one of those organized lists that will help you just get clarity and get you prepared and ready for your journey. I know, family, all of these articles that I've talked about as far as Tanzania, you can find the same or relative article for every single other country. And on the main menu, once I just click back on Tanzania, November 2022, it loads back up and the music also reloads. So if you don't want to hear the music rolling, you can just mute yourself when you're viewing it on your own. And since we're doing visa, let me click on visa article, and that'll be the last thing I'll go over, and then we can just open things up for questions. So with a Tanzania visa, I have it set up simple to where once you click on the visa link, it will reroute you to where you create a login. And once you create that login, you can always go back in and update your visa information. This is the best visa process that I've ever had to use, and it's nice and simple to where everything is online. The main thing is you're gonna have to scan your passport style photos, and you're gonna have to scan your passport face and signature page, and you're gonna also have to upload a copy of your flight itinerary. So those are the three things that you have to upload, and those are towards the end of that process. So while you're working on those things, while you're actually processing your visa by doing a step-by-step process, and these are the information that you're going to be filling in. It's say visa travel information. You're basically going to be copying all of these details in the visa process. Every other information that you have is your personal information. So outside of your personal information, all the need to know information is here on this link on our website. And the visa email is a lot more detailed, and that's what I usually send to anyone. But for those who just wanted to kind of just look at all of the information before, you may want to talk to me, or before you process finally about coming, you'll be able to see all of the information here to where you can look through it and be clear about all of the need to know things as far as the prices, what you're going to be doing, what process that you have to follow through, and things like that. So just make it nice and easy and organized. The only thing I ask is, family, just take your time, read through the information, and then ask questions, because You'll save yourself a lot of time because a lot of the information is right here ready for you. And it's set up that way because we have a whole lot of tours and we have a whole lot of people that we have to deal with and a whole lot of things we have to just get prepared and organized, from dealing with the group here to dealing with all of the people that we have in the different countries, to get set up and prepared based on itineraries, which are, you have a full 9 to 10 day itinerary in the country. All right, so family, that is the overview for tonight as far as Africa Tours, our conference call. And want to open things up for questions since we have a whole lot of people. Just unmute yourself, give a quick introduction of your name, where you're calling from, and what journey that you're traveling on, and your question. And then we can keep it going like that. And the goal is to answer a whole lot of questions. All right, and family, remember everybody is on mute, so.
Hello, my name is Gwendolyn, and I'm going to Ghana. Can you hear me?
Yes, Gwendolyn, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Well, I'm having some issues with my visa, but I really can't explain them now because I have not started on it. But the scanning thing, and I went and got some photos. So I went and got some photos. Don't we have to mail in our visa, mail in our passports with the photos?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So now that's question number one. Question number two, I went to the Ribs and Blues Festival today, and I saw some beautiful baskets that I would love to have. And I was thinking about my trip to Ghana. How can I get those baskets back? And they're very, very tall baskets, tall wicker baskets.
It is a few shipping options, and we do have a few people that that have done shipping. So you'll be around a whole lot of people, and we'll be able to help you get those things shipped. There's several different options.
Thank you. That was very important.
Yes, definitely. So we have lots of options and flexibility. You just have to just let us know. We'll work it out for you. Want to make sure that everybody gets their mission completed.
All right.
Hi, this is Yolanda Brown. I'm planning on going to Ghana, and I live in Atlanta. And my question is, what is one of your favorite countries to visit in Africa?
Yes, greetings, Yolanda. This would be direct Ghana and Tanzania. And so Ghana, Tanzania, South Africa, those are the best countries I've picked from those regions.
Okay, thank you.
Great introduction into Africa. And
great.
we have lots of connections there, which is more important also.
And my other question is, which airlines do you all usually use? Because I could use my Sky Miles or try to use Sky Miles.
Use a combination of airlines, including Delta, United, KLM, and Air France. Those are the 4 main ones. And 2 give you a direct from Europe and 2 give you a direct from the US. So we have access to direct flights on Delta from JFK, New York to Ghana, and direct on United from Washington, Dulles to Ghana. And then we can connect anyone in Europe through Air France in Paris and KLM in Amsterdam. And that will all get you to Ghana. But the 3 outside of United, you can use those 3 and you can use your Sky Miles.
Okay, great. So you'd have to, does the airline leave out of Atlanta or you have to go to DC?
No, you leave out where you're leaving out at, but what I'm saying to you is that the flight is direct. It leaves directly from Washington Dulles to Ghana. So anywhere else you are, you have to make a connection to get to Washington Dulles.
Right. Okay.
And then the one in New York is Delta Airlines direct from JFK to Ghana. So based on people's situations, we just organize flight schedule based on those needs. We have more flexible flight options than we had previous years because more airlines are flying into Ghana. Because at one point, United wasn't flying there. So that was one of those US options that came available over the last few years.
Okay, thank you. My final question is, what happens if you have you can't make the trip due to sickness or emergencies or whatever? What happens to your?
Yes, you have to just let us know, and we'll just do our best to get you rescheduled. The airlines that we deal with, they have a setup to where we just rebook you on another flight, and then based on what was paid out for accommodations, we just work the math. But the general terms breakdown option for cancellation fully and refund, and also just to transfer you to another tour. So it's based on your options of what you want, but those are based on the general terms. And then for those who are worried about getting sick and things like that, 100% always recommend everyone get travel insurance. So with those situations, you'll be able to get rebooked and have less loss of money as possible.
Well, if you have like if you have Medicare and you have a supplement plan that covers out of the country a medical, I don't know if you're familiar with that or not.
No, the only thing I just tell individuals, they have to be clear about what they're looking to do when they're traveling. If they need to have anything covered, then they need to get a policy or be clear about what their coverage is. Because for the most part, if you're in a foreign country and something happened, you have to be ready to pay out your pocket unless you have some travel insurance or something. And even so, if travel insurance, it may be a situation where you have to pay and get reimbursed. So that's why everyone has to be clear on these things by doing their own research.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely, you're welcome.
Hello.
Go ahead, young lady. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Hello, my name is Demetra, and I plan on traveling to Ghana. I was completing my my visa, and I was to the part where it says, or on the part where it asks about the host and the sponsor, but it's asking for an email address for both. So I just kind of wanted to get an email address so I can put an email address in
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, I got your message. So since I got your message, just give me a minute and I'll reply back, especially since we're in conference and things like that. I'd have to see what I was sent to make sure to see if there's an email address on there. So let me go to our tour files to see what was, because things have changed. Like I don't remember them ever asking for an email address, but that could have been changed as of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so let me just do a quick screen sharing real quick. Yeah, they did just as much put that on there. So I'll update these with email address, but I don't know why they want their email address, but I'll get that to you. But it's not on any of the information, so it's weird. So if you can take a screenshot of what you see on your visa information and send it to me, that way I can see where they asking for that information. That way I can update some of my stuff. So I got you.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, let me know if you have another question.
I have a question. It's Ronnie Counselor from Los Angeles about
Right.
the The airline, is the airline flight information on the website, or do we have to get that directly from you?
No, I'd have to send you a flight itinerary.
Okay,
So once you start processing your visa information, just let me know and just request a flight itinerary and I'll send it to you. So everything I have set up is just based on this request, whether it's text or email message.
okay, I'm gonna be applying for it this week, next week coming up. So you can send it to me when you get time.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. Yes, but what I'm saying to you, while we're on this call, just send me a message and send me a reminder is what I'm saying to you, while you're working on it, because
Okay.
as the day goes by, I'm just whoever needs anything done, I'm trying to work on that for them based on as I'm working on our Ghana and December journey. So anyone, if you ask me to do something and it's not done, just even shoot a reminder, a quick text, and I'm looking at my WhatsApp throughout the day, especially throughout the day when I'm working on things. I can just easily get you a reminder, get you whatever you need to get done. Dimitri, you have a question?
I'm good. I'm good now.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so family, anyone else have any questions?
One more
Or
question.
let me know if you finish your questions, Ronnie.
One question. How many people going to Tanzania with us? How many?
Right now, it is 10 of us that are committed.
Okay.
Based on based on deposit commission.
Okay.
We do have a few people that say they're looking to go, but only time will tell. But we have all the journeys that we have. This one for Tanzania, this one for Ghana, and the Senegal and the Gambia. We're just gonna roll with whatever numbers. We may change that in the future, but but appreciate everybody who committed to the journey. It's enough people to where we're gonna make it work. And if anyone else is still interested, the best thing to do is just reach out to me so we can talk and go through the information and get you prepared.
Hi, Bomani, this is Cynthia speaking. How are you?
Hold on, Cynthia. Just want to see if Ronnie was finished.
Okay, sorry. Oh,
I'm
sorry
done.
about that, Ronnie. Okay. Yeah, so Cynthia from Atlanta going to Ghana. Yay. I have a possible relative that's interested in going to Ghana. Is there any particular deadline that you put forth, so that determines whether or not a person can go or not? Because he's not 100% sure. And I told him that he should get in touch with you, but just wanted to know if you had a certain deadline that when the person can request to go on a trip.
Yeah, try not to just have any deadlines, but we need everyone to at least make a deposit immediately, and then try to have everything cut off at a 2-month mark. But I don't limit it to the 2-month mark. It's just everyone has to understand until they make a deposit or commit, whatever price they see is subject to change based on the fact that I have to do an airline ticket for them. And in some cases, if I can't work out the airline ticket fee at that point, we just offer you the land package, and then you just pay for whatever the price of the ticket is. So for the most part, I'm open to working things out. But the main thing is individuals that are interested, ideal thing is to talk so we can go through everything, and more important for them to read through all the information that we have on the website so they're clear on schedules, times, and things like that. And from there, we can just make it work.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely, you're welcome.
I have a quick question. This is Catrice from Dallas, Texas. Last year, Ghana changed their entry requirements on us last December. Do you anticipate on that happening again?
I can't speak for what they do. Only thing I could tell people in the weird situation where Ghana is presented, the best thing that anyone can do is have a vaccination card, which at the time when I was traveling, saved you from getting a COVID test. But even in situations, they're allowing people in the country with their COVID tests. So when it comes to Ghana, once you have your vaccination card, right now, what they're requiring is for you to upload it to their system and get you a vaccination certificate. And if you don't have a vaccination card, then you have to upload a COVID test, but you have to have it to where it shows the 2-day results, 2 days before you travel. And then you can upload it to their system and get a COVID-19 PCR vaccination, it's not vaccine, test certificate. So those are the two requirements. Either you have the vaccination certificate or the PCR test certificate to enter Ghana. All other countries on the itinerary does not require any kind of test or any kind of vaccination card. So it's kind of like they're encouraging people to have vaccination cards. That way you don't have to take a COVID test. So that's specifically for Ghana. So hopefully nothing else changed beyond that because that's simple enough. But ultimately, hopefully it's just like when I came back from Ghana last time, you didn't have to show anything leaving the country. So the best we can do is usually 10 to 20 days before we travel. We have a few of these direct video calls per the different tour that we're going on. And then we start talking more within a month on these things and looking at the latest travel advisory. And just also recommending everyone do the same, to look up information and be clear, and do your own research also, because travel advisory and things change as time go along based on whatever is going on out there. So let me know if that answers your question.
It answers it. I'll probably be following up with you with a call, maybe in a week or two.
All right, you're free to call me, and if it's something that you want to send a message on, be free to send a message also, and give me a minute and I'll just reply back. But if you want to call us, call and let me know, because I just want everybody to be clear, because I don't, there's nothing we can do other than follow requirements. So Ghana is in a desperate situation, so anything else they do is stupid, and it's going to cause them to lose their tourism, because this is the reason why they're in the situation that they're in. They made that stupid move, and it's kind of, you're playing chicken with the wrong people. We'll just not come to your country. I've already changed my schedule to just only go to Ghana just once a year, because of that back-to-back situation of just, things that just lost us a lot of people that wanted to come. So if they do anything else, they'll be putting a nail in their, in their coffin, and people will be, because people are already going crazy in the country already, because inflation is going up, and the government's saying that it's going up everywhere. But some countries can manage their inflation, but when you're missing out on a ridiculous amount of tourism that you're going to get until you come up with these, ridiculous entry policies. So I don't think they're in any need to really bargain anything right now. The best thing that they're probably working on is to drop all mandates. So, but anyway, I'll keep it posted. And if anybody specifically just want to talk about these things specifically, just reach out to me and I'll do my best to communicate back with you and keep it going. So family, the line is open, looking for any questions, looking for anybody who need any clarity on anything, so we can get things ready for these next 3 journeys coming up to Tanzania, Ghana, Senegal, and the Gambia.
Hi, Bonnie. This is Myra from Atlanta. Are children allowed, or is there like an age minimum?
No age minimum. You just have to just manage whatever the situation is.
Okay.
So you can bring your child, and all of these are situations where we have people that journey with us over the period of time, but they usually put together a game plan, whether the child is young or whether it's an elderly person that needs assistance.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
all is welcome.
Mr. Bomani.
Thank
Hey.
you.
Zakubi.
Hey, greetings, Zakubi. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you? Yes, I'm
doing
trying
well.
to find out. Huh?
Doing
Yeah.
well. I guess you're ready
Yes.
for the journey again.
Yes, I'm trying to find out as far as Senegal and Gambia, how soon I should try to get the visa, because I understand we have to mail out the passport.
I would always recommend visa 2 to 3 months before you travel. But in a case like the Gambia visa or the Ghana multiple entry visa, You can, or even Tanzania, you can get all those visas right now.
Oh, the Gambia and Senegal. Okay, without having the actual ticket, I could just send the passport, fill out the application, and mail it to them in DC.
No, all the country, they never requesting that you have a plane ticket. They always request that you have a flight itinerary or a flight schedule. So that's so I generate all the flight schedules here, and get it to you in a PDF form where you just upload or you print it out and put it in your package. So
If I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, Senegal and Gambia, I think it's a little bit too soon. I'm not sure. And also, do they have a Delta direct flight? Because when I looked online, it was like a changeover, but I'm looking for a direct.
yes, we always do our best to create that option, but sometimes you're limited. But Delta Airlines have a direct that goes from JFK, New York, directly to Senegal. That's how we traveled in 2020.
Okay.
Now, another option that may have to work out, and it just all depends, is a connection from New York to Paris or from Atlanta to Paris to not for you for Atlanta, but just giving an example, connection in Paris and then from Paris to Senegal. So those are some of the options that we may have to use when we're traveling to the different countries.
Okay. Yeah, I'll call you and talk another time, because one of the seniors I know today, he's interested in traveling. He even asked me about possible investment, but we'll talk further about that offline.
Well, perfect. And with the visa for Senegal, I have the Senegal visa email. So once I send you that email,
with him is Ghana, and also I'm passing out the different cards that I still have left. I'm passing out, so I'm working on the side. But I'll be talking with you later.
absolutely. I'm just trying to give a point as I connected with other visa. For the Senegal, not Senegal, for the Gambia visa, because there's no visa for Senegal.
Right, Gambia.
So for the Gambia visa family, it's a 5-year visa. So what I have is an email with sample applications typed in, just like how the application is. So you're gonna copy that information. And the only thing that you may need me to send is a flight itinerary. In some cases, I don't remember that if it say flight itinerary or not. But that's always one of those things where once you get to the point where you're doing these applications, once you get to where you're processing it, working on it, just send me a message saying, hey, I need a flight itinerary. I'm working on my application, and then I'll just work on that for you. So family, just want to keep it that simple. But let me open things up for next question.
Okay, thanks.
Unless Akubi, unless you finish with your question. Let's see.
You said the application, I can get it for you or get it online?
No, when I sent
for Gambia.
no, for the Gambia, and once I finish, I'll get that to you.
Okay.
In the email. So once you look at the email, it's you'll see a blank application and a sample application. Unlike the Ghana, where you have to fill it out online, and Tanzania, where you have to fill it out online. The Gambia, you still have to print it out and fill it out. And instead of like 2 photos, you need 1 photo.
Okay, so you'll do that about 4 months in advance, 3 or 4 months?
I recommend we do them 2 to 3 months, but since this one is like a multiple entry 5-year visa, you can send out ahead of time. And while you and I are talking about it, let me pull it up on screen sharing.
Okay.
And as this journey get closer, family, I'll be talking more about the Senegal and the Gambia journey, but looking to build on our group coming up. All right, so family, once and that's simple information is on our website. Everything is this where you click on a link. So the email will naturally have the attachments.
Okay.
What you have is this giving everyone an idea of the application. So this part where it says support and details application, those are the things that you're gonna always just copy and paste. And if you get to something where, and if you're not good at copying and pasting or using a computer, you can just, you can look at the screen and go on your phone and just, type it in. So this application is one of the simplest application, but you still have to just print it out and mail it in.
Okay, I'll be in touch with you because I'm old school. I do not know how to copy and paste. Forget it.
Absolutely, just like I'm telling you and everyone else.
Forget that.
Just like I'm telling you and everyone else. The goal is to give as much information to where most people are able to get things done. But if you get stuck, including if I need to walk you through over the phone or do like the screen sharing or this, anything like that, I'm down to assist everyone because not everyone.
No problem.
No sharing and explaining this to everyone in general. We don't expect everyone to understand because we're dealing with different age of people, and based on the situation, some people are more technically computer connected than other people. And so
I don't think it's the age thing. It's just the person interested in everything. But you always help me. You always come through with the madness. You always help me. So no problem.
It's not really an age thing. It's depends on people's situation of their connection with computers. Some people, this is what they do for a living, up to where they just 90 years old and they still typing and working on things, and it's just natural. And then some people just get a little rough, and then some people may not have a computer at home. So these are the things that we can help you with. Just reach out, let's talk, I'll help you. And then if you don't have a computer at home, what I always recommend is I realize the library may not always be a good option. So Staples, Office Depot, or your office store, even FedEx will have computers and printers and scanners, and have someone to help you do those things based on whichever visa you're doing.
Well, you always come through. No problem. Thank you. You'll be in touch. I'll be in touch with you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely. And for everyone else, families, give me a few seconds. I'll finish this up and then we'll just get back to the questions. So one of the things I want to know that this is one of the more expensive visas for the Gambia, and it's a $200 visa. So what you don't want to do is pay any more money than that. So you definitely want to make sure that you just take your time to get the visa done within 2 to 3 months.
Mr. Babani, you also advise people not to try to get the visa upon arrival. Remember, people were talking about that before.
Depends on the country. If you come to Tanzania with us for the Gambia, the quicker I can get in and out of their border check, the better we are.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, because the last thing you want is a bunch of other people in the vehicle complaining, well, that person should have done their visa ahead of time. Now we have to sit and wait for them.
That's right. I just wanted to throw that out. Yes, that's right. You're correct.
So perfect. So family, those are the 3 countries that would go into: Tanzania, Ghana, and the Gambia that requires visa process. And I'm being honest with you, family, I got your back. Just be patient with me sometimes, especially with messages. As I try to, like a few hours earlier before the call, I was sleeping. So whatever came in, I may not have been able to communicate with. But once the call finished, I'll be able to just reply back to you. And boss, keep that process going. We'll get a whole lot done. Because if anyone wants me to hire a staff of people, I can hire them. But then I have to add up like an extra few $100s on each tour. But I can
no way.
Yeah. So to keep everything And so while I'm doing this business, I'm doing my other business, and it gets done and that's why 100% of the information on the site, with the exception of any information that I may need to update here and there. So family, I want to open things up for some more questions. That way we can just cover as much of the information as possible. And
thank you, Bomani.
You're welcome. And hopefully everybody is kind of clear on the process of visas, especially if you're just not familiar with doing visas, based on our conversation with the Tanzania and the Gambia visa.
Regarding the flights, will we all be flying from our state to Washington or New York? I guess I'm asking, will we all be meeting up at some point in the States and then going to Ghana?
Some of us will be able to meet up. If you're flying on United and someone else is flying on Delta, we'll see each other when we get to when we're there at the hotel. But as far as the meetup point for those who are flying on United, once we kind of work those things out, trying to get the last of the people just to finalize what they're gonna do, so we can just get things going, so we can, so we can all know our plans. But as far as United connection in Washington Dulles, you 2 hours before the flight, those of us are on that route will meet up, and then for the JFK route, the same thing. We'll meet up, and since I can't be in both places at the same time, we have it set up to where once we're clear about everyone who's traveling, we just keep them only on the WhatsApp page, and then we'll be able to just communicate and introduce ourselves to each other. But literally 2 weeks even before that, we're going to be doing direct introduction as far as ourselves. So we'll be able to, based on, most people usually show up for this because it's the call before we travel, and it's a video call, so you'll be able to see who you're traveling with, and I'll be able to just share with everyone who's traveling with them in different cities. So it's something I'll definitely be organizing, and you have a lot more clarity closer.
All right.
And then also for those who have a preference of airlines, we can also work that out. And one note for everyone, I have a passport email going out. So for those who have not replied back, you can just fill out your details, and I'll get the information. When I'm filling out the spreadsheet, if I find that someone information I don't have, you don't have to worry about it, because I'm gonna physically just call you and let you know that either I didn't get it or something happened. But I have everyone on the list, so when I'm filling out your details, I'll be able to organize it. So I'm trying to organize everything for roommate setup, and also for flight coordination. So that's both for Ghana and Tanzania. The Gambia, Senegal and the Gambia is a little simpler. It's only a few of us going on that tour, so it's an easy thing to set up. And I'll be just updating everyone in the group page throughout this month. So everyone will get a lot more clarity as far as their accommodations are set. That's a family line is still open. I can keep going as long as we have questions. If anyone wants to dialogue about anything, I'm open.
Oh, Bomani, this is Nicole. I had a question about the fees changing. You said the prices, you already said that they're subject to change. So if there's additional fees to be collected, do you just tell us how far out would you let us know that? It just depends. It could happen for the day of, or how does
I'm just
that
saying, if
usually work?
someone called me tomorrow and said that they saw something 6 months ago to go to Ghana and it showed a different price, I would tell them that's the updated price. But if you already committed, the goal is to keep whatever the number of whatever you're locking on. So it's only for the people who because a lot of times people tell you that they want to go in this country and they want to travel with you, and you let them know that the price is going to change for the airline tickets. So if you call me today and say you want to go, whatever that price is for that day is what it is. But right now, all updated prices on the website, and as things change, then we'll change it. But nothing else should change. But the only thing that would happen is if someone say they want to come to Ghana with me and they want to come like 2 weeks before we travel, they can pay the $2,500 for the line accommodations, and then whatever the plane ticket costs, they'll have to pay for that plane ticket on their own for whatever situation they want to work out. So that's the situation of committing early, so we can work things out and get things done. Group bookings are what we just specialize in. But once the group booking is paid for, example, once we paid the hotel all their money and everything, then it's a separate situation. But I'm always open to work it out for individuals. But that's the main thing, subject to change until commitment.
Okay, based on commitment. All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
Excellent. You're welcome.
Thank you.
trying to see if there's anything else that I need to share. A lot of other things I can go to, especially with that newsletter, but don't want to take up too much time. Just going over the information that's already documented and information that's already there that you can review. Right, so family, for see some different names and some new names. So those who are interested in a future journey, send me a message and can reach out to you. And if I don't have your email address, email me or just send me a message with your information, and I'll put you on the contact list and get you. By the time we go through everything, you'll be prepared and you can be ready for the journey. All right, and for anyone else that just want to talk with me later, so just same thing too, send a message or just call me and I can communicate with you. But I'll be up working on a few things, so I'll be able to talk to a few people. But you know, it is, you can only talk to one person at a time. So if you call and I don't get you, just send a message again and just give me a minute and I will communicate back with you immediately. All right, so family, if anyone else, if no one else have any questions, everyone, good night. Appreciate everyone joining the conference call. Once again, family, this is Bomani Tayamba, your tour organizer and tour leader, taking you on a journey of a lifetime. And take care, family, and we keep in touch.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Go to
you.
bed.
Bye-bye.
Go to bed.
Good night.
Good night.
Go to bed.